Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
This video is our Masked Singer reaction for the Super 9, 2 hours worth of programming, 3 incredibly obvious Google clues that we will go through in this video. They don't even care anymore. That is the motto of the Masked Singer. But this is a fun episode. I think there's still a lot of entertaining hijinks. Ken Junk cardboard cutouts, April Fool's jokes.
Everywhere.
Robin
even April fooling himself.
Yes. Yeah, I thought this was a really fun episode. Ultimately, though, we have the not surprising reveal that the white tiger is Gronk, and we will get to that. But before we dive in, if you guys do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. So, the Gronk reveal, I don't even know how a couple of the judges at this point could really even pretend. It's sort of like every clue is Gronk.
I think if it's just a situation where they really don't know enough about him, like this is my first real introduction to the world of Gronk. I'm just going along with everybody else because everyone's been so sure that it's him and I don't know who he is at all. So good for you, Gronk.
See, I'm not a huge football guy, but I know a little bit, and it's sort of one of these things where, and this is not even a humble brag, because I feel like anyone who watches football, I think to some degree, and I know you're not a football person, but
no,
I know
not at all.
Pretty much anyone who kind of does, they probably were, I figured it out in about 2 minutes in the premiere. I feel like they probably got it in 5 seconds. The moment that it was like, I'm an athlete, I am big, and I dance ridiculously, it was like, all right, there's no one else this could be. I will say this. I think Gronk brought a lot of... I was more amused by Gronk doing the dancing and the hand movements and everything after the mask was off.
I agree. I actually had even more fun with him after his mask was off. First introduction into him for me, and I thought he was a lot of fun.
He was. He's not a good singer. I mean,
no, he's not top 9. I don't know how this happened over some other people that we lost, but he was fun.
He was fun for what he is, and what he is a bad singing giant white tiger man who chooses fun party songs. Can we talk about the pole routine from the lion that was in the background of this performance?
Sure.
How do you come up with this? What producer is you know what this needs? A really bad lion costume doing a pole routine in the background.
Well, with this song, what can you expect?
I really don't know, but yeah, I'm not a Patriots fan by any means. I'm pretty much rooted against Gronk every single time that he played in football, but he seems like a fun enough guy. I can understand. Why would you? Because I don't think he's that old. So he probably retired fairly young. If your choices are continue to get your head bashed in or be famous enough to be on The Masked Singer, I'm choosing Masked Singer.
Yeah, and it was cool that they also had the judges ask a little bit more about some of the clues and what they mean, like the little pat of butter. I would have never gotten that. It's such a stretch.
Who knows what a pat of butter is? Oh, you do? I don't know.
I do, but I never would have put that together in a million years, even if I knew who he was and who he played for. I never would have looked at a little bit of butter and went, oh, that's a pat of butter. So that means Pats, so that means Gronk. It's sort of like the Seal baseball bat clue last season where it was like, oh, this baseball bat is somehow supposed to mean Batman, and then it's supposed to mean the song that Seal had in Batman. It doesn't match. It doesn't connect.
Well, and I feel like I'm probably the only one now who didn't know what a pat of butter was. But anyway, let's go to because the thing is that we're at a point in The Masked Singer now where there's not really all that much of an effectiveness in us going through and being like, oh, this person is that character, because it's everyone knows 90% of them at this point.
Yeah, I think it's pretty It's pretty clear who everybody is, and yeah, there's no point in us giving out our guesses because we'll either have to guess who it really is or we'll be just, being silly about it. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to get into sort of what the really obvious clues were that gave away the farm.
Yeah, to me, there were 3, and I would say that there's like a 4th one that's like a pseudo one, and that's the banana talking about the traumatic injury. I have tried to stay on this. Jeff,
it's Brett.
I know it's Brett now.
It's Brett.
I tried to think of other people.
Yeah, he had like a brain hemorrhage a long time ago, and it has affected a bit of his memory and stuff like that. It's him.
Yeah, he did sound more like Bret Michaels tonight than he has in any other performance.
Yes, he did.
I think at a certain point, Brett, like much of the Masked Singer, was just like, screw it, I'm just going to sing as myself now.
That's right.
Might as well try to get further into the competition.
Yeah, and I'm really glad he did. I like Bret Michaels, so it was cool to actually like really hear him and not kind of trying to disguise his voice a bit. I mean, he's a fun singer, so I was glad. Good performance, fun.
Yeah, it was much better. It was the best banana performance I have ever heard on a show involving a singing banana. That is the sentence.
That's not saying much.
It is still a sentence
How
that I
dare
have no
you.
business ever saying. Okay, so let's talk obvious clues here. These are things that they should steer clear from at all times because we can just enter them in the computer and it makes it obvious.
Yeah, they were all very obvious. So we had the kitty, and she said that she got her first role through Robert Redford. It's Jackie Evancho. You go to her IMDb, and she's got like 2 acting credits. And the first one is with Robert Redford, so it's her.
Yeah, there's no real point in sort of disguising it anymore. I wasn't sure who the kitty was, admittedly, for a really long time, but everyone online and in the comments of these videos was saying, okay, it is Jackie Evancho. So of course, when this comes up, I Google it. And then everyone else is like, okay, so you just confirmed everything. So now it's just a bona fide singing competition.
Yes.
Which, by the way, to me, Jackie Evancho had the best performance on the show last night.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty incredible.
She is an incredible singer. I think she's more than capable of winning this whole thing.
Yeah, if I don't see somebody like the Kitty or the Night Angel or one of these guys, even the Kangaroo, if I don't see any of them winning this show, I'm going to be really surprised. Like, there are other good singers, too. The Turtles, great. The Frogs, lots of fun. But the women are crushing it this season.
They're really, really, really good. And I mean, I'm not going to say that the Night Angels last night was my favorite one that she's done. But
How dare you?
Well, it's true. It wasn't my favorite one she's done. But
I
still love Candy, if Candy is in fact the Night Angel, which she probably is. Let's not fool around here. But I think she still should be going really, really far.
The Night Angel, too, was kind of funny because we had Robin like, oh, the lady gang. We've got the old grannies, and he still didn't get where the clue was going with. And he's like, oh, there was 4 of them, and there was 3 of them, and now they're in like this trio. I'm just like, really? This is where you're going with these old grannies? That it's 3 of them?
He's already dismissed Candy from his brain because apparently he doesn't think this is Candy's voice.
Yeah.
He's never. I think Robin has just dug himself too big a hole to climb out of.
Yeah, he really has.
Obvious clue number 2: the world record set by the astronaut.
Yeah.
All you gotta do, Google Hunter Hayes world record. Apparently, he has performed the most shows over a 24-hour period.
Yeah, he took the record from the Flaming Lips.
Just, by the way, are we in on world records as a concept? Like, maybe I'm biased. Everyone go watch the John Oliver segment about this. I have opinions about world records.
All right.
I just, I could, good on Hunter Hayes for doing this for his fans. I think
that's crazy.
That is the cool part of it. But I also feel like I could come on here right now and try to make up something as a world record and be like, I'm going to set the world record for saying ocelot in like as many minutes as possible. I'm going to say it like 2,000 times. I'm not going to do it. Everyone would stop watching, but I'm just saying, I don't know if I'm in or not on world records. And I don't know. Plus this weird thing, you got to have like the adjudicator and the funny suit that's there.
Of course.
Why can't I just set one? Like, really? I'm digressing, but anyway, I have opinions about world records.
Yes, you do.
Okay, all right. Number 3, the turtle.
Yeah, so he has the comic book reference, and everyone's been saying that it's Jesse McCartney, who's someone that I don't really know that well. But again, easy clue. Look up Jesse, look up comic book, and the first thing comes up is that he voices Nightwing. So it's him.
Come on, Masked Singer. Like, you gotta do a little better than this at coming up with clues at this point, especially right now. Like, we're all kind of bored. We're gonna have more time to Google this sort of stuff, and it's just like, okay, let's spoon feed you things that you could just search for in a split second.
Yeah, I mean, there was just, for me anyways, because there were some of these people that I don't know very well. I don't know Jesse McCartney that well. I don't really know anything about Hunter Hayes. If they hadn't given me these things that I can just Google, I would still be having that fun part of this competition where I'm throwing out my guesses and hoping for the best. But no, you guys had to give up the super clues, and now here we are.
Well, to me, there are still 2 people who there's an element of mystery on. And
Okay.
one of them, in the Kangaroo, I think I'm still a little bit on an island because I think everybody else kind of has it figured out.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Jordan Woods. And they did talk about the Grammy thing, so I Googled that, and I was like, okay, did she have a Grammy? No. But then I saw that she had been in the headlines for all that stuff that happened with Kylie Jenner, and apparently at the 61st Grammy Awards was the first time that Kylie addressed this alleged situation that was going on. I don't know anything really about it or what happened or whatever, so we're not going to get into that, but maybe that's the Grammy connection. It's a stretch.
This is me stretching whatever that is, if that is what that is a reference to. It's just, I don't...
Baseball bat, Batman. Come on.
I know.
Pat of butter.
I don't...
This is where we are with
I
this show,
know,
guys.
it's true. I just don't... I don't know really anything about Jordan Woods
I don't
other
really
than the headlines. And so, I've never heard Jordan Woods sing. I just haven't seen enough that's actually definitive proof that it is Jordan Woods. Like, I still want to live in a world where it's another Jordan and Jordan Sparks because I think the vocals are really, really good. But, I mean, I will say that this is the first time that I heard the Kangaroo, and it didn't necessarily sound like it was someone who is a professional singer full-time because she was nervous.
Yeah. Well, this was just this overall has been an interesting season for me because there's a lot of people on the show that I've just never heard of or dipped into their music, like a Hunter Hayes, or I don't know anything about Jesse McCartney. I don't know who Gronk is. I'm finding it a lot more of a fun guessing game for me until this episode because I really don't know who any of these people are, so it makes it a little harder for me.
Yeah, the Rhino is the other mystery, and I do not believe it is Tony Romo anymore. I have thrown that out the window.
You're over that?
Yeah, I'm over that. I think the way that actually, I think it is a baseball player.
Okay.
They said something in this episode. I don't even remember what it was, but there was just like one little slip when he was talking to the camera, and I thought immediately, oh, that's how a baseball player would talk. And the moment I sort of heard that, I was like, okay, it probably is a baseball player. I've heard Barry Zito is a name that's been thrown out there.
I've heard that name.
I don't know who Barry Zito really is. I don't know baseball.
I had said Jesse Barfield. I think he's like 60 or 65 or something, so it's probably not him. But at least I was in the right sport.
Yeah, there you go. You're closer than I was. He said that singing is sort of his first love.
Yep.
And so, I don't think this is someone who has been a full-time singer. I think an athlete makes sense. I did find it interesting, though, that he said he's not as tall as people think. So my height is deceptive theory is correct. I at least have one thing going for me.
I also don't believe him because Nick is 6 feet. This guy is taller than him. You can see at the very least where his neck is, and it is above Nick. He is a tall dude. I'm not saying he's like 6'7" or something, but this guy's got to at least be 6'2" or 6'3". And that is tall.
I just think if this
You
is...
lying, Rhino!
Oh, right. I think if this is Barry Zito, I don't know if anyone is going to guess this all season, because I don't get the sense that any of them are huge baseball people. And I mean, I would assume if you're kind of like a cat, if you're like moderately aware of baseball, you know who Derek Jeter is, you may know A-Rod, you may know like 5 other players. That's where I am. But I wouldn't be able to say that.
Well, now you know 6. You also know Jesse Barfield.
Yeah, I know
from
Jesse
the Blue
Barfield
Jays.
now too, and like I think I knew one person from when I went to a Blue Jays game once. But ultimately, this is where we are. We'll wrap up this video, but for now, let's hear from you guys. What do you think about Gronk as the White Tiger? Who are you rooting for the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking the link in the description to the store. And we'll see you here next time.